Drew Barrymore, the beloved actress known for her roles in iconic films like E.T., Charlie's Angels, and 50 First Dates, recently delved into one of the most profound and personal topics during an episode of her popular talk show: her intense fear of death. In a heartfelt and emotional conversation with Brad Falchuk, the host of the podcast Famous Last Words, Barrymore revealed the raw details of how she perceives the end of life and the significant shift in her mindset that has helped her cope with this crippling anxiety. The Golden Globe-winning star, who has been open about various aspects of her life including her challenging childhood, struggles with addiction, and journey to sobriety, described her fear of death as an overwhelming sense of entering a very, very scary, infinite black void. At 50 years old, Barrymore admitted that the thought of dying fills her with dread, stating unequivocally that there's no part of her looking forward to it. This vulnerability came across strongly as she spoke, highlighting how this fear has been a constant shadow in her otherwise vibrant and positive personality. What makes Barrymore's confession particularly poignant is her reflection on why she has long visualized death in such a dark and undesirable way. She recounted a pivotal moment about 2 years ago when she was attending a friend's wedding. Amid the joy and celebration of the event, a sudden thought struck her. Why does she imagine her death as a big black infinite room? Why associate it with darkness when she herself is not a dark person? This introspection marked the beginning of a conscious effort to reframe her perspective on mortality. Barrymore explained that she decided to actively change this mental image. Instead of the terrifying void, she began envisioning death as a room of the brightest lights and cosmos, an infinite beauty that's so breathtaking I can't even begin to imagine it. This new visualization incorporates elements of wonder, light, and cosmic grandeur, transforming what was once a source of terror into something awe-inspiring and almost welcoming. By doing so, she hopes to approach the inevitable with a sense of peace, gratitude for the life she's lived, and acceptance rather than resistance filled with pain, fear, or regret. The actress elaborated on her desired mindset for that final moment, expressing a wish to greet death as if saying, "I knew I would meet you someday and I've looked forward to it." Importantly, she clarified that this anticipation isn't about hastening the end or wishing for it to come any sooner than destined. Rather, it's about being emotionally prepared and at peace when the time arrives, acknowledging that death comes for everyone regardless. This balanced view reflects Barrymore's growth and her commitment to living fully in the present while preparing mentally for the unknown. Throughout her career, Drew Barrymore has been a symbol of resilience. From rising to fame as a child star in the 1980s to navigating the pitfalls of Hollywood, personal heartbreaks, and building a family, she has consistently shared her experiences to help others. This discussion on death fits into that pattern of authenticity. Fear of death, or thanatophobia, is a common human experience, often rooted in the unknown, loss of control, or unresolved life issues. Barrymore's approach, actively reframing the narrative, draws from psychological techniques like cognitive behavioral therapy, where changing thought patterns can alleviate anxiety. Many people struggle with similar fears, especially as they reach midlife milestones like turning 50. Existential questions about purpose, legacy, and what comes after life become more pressing. Barrymore's story serves as an inspiration for those grappling with these thoughts. By choosing to fill her imagined afterlife with light and beauty, she's essentially practicing a form of mindfulness and positive visualization that can reduce the power fear holds over daily life. In broader terms, conversations like this on mainstream platforms normalize talking about death, which has long been a taboo subject in many cultures. Barrymore's willingness to get emotional on air, tearing up as she spoke, humanizes celebrities and reminds viewers that even those who seem to have it all face profound insecurities. Her evolution from viewing death as an enemy to something potentially beautiful underscores the power of mindset shifts. Philosophers, spiritual leaders, and psychologists have long advocated for contemplating mortality as a way to live more fully, memento mori, or remember you must die, as a motivator for appreciating the present. Barrymore's family life likely plays a role in this fear as well. As a mother to 2 daughters, Olive and Frankie, whom she shares with ex-husband Will Kopelman, the idea of leaving them behind or missing out on their futures could intensify her anxiety. Yet, her positive reframing might also stem from wanting to model healthy emotional processing for her children. Teaching them to face fears head-on, whether through therapy, self-reflection, or creative visualization, aligns with her parenting style, which she's described as open and communicative. This episode isn't the first time Barrymore has touched on heavy topics on her show. Known for its empathetic and conversational tone, the Drew Barrymore Show often features guests discussing mental health, grief, and personal growth. Pairing with Falchuk, who is married to Gwyneth Paltrow and co-creator of hit shows like Glee and American Horror Story, added depth to the discussion, as his podcast explores end-of-life thoughts with various celebrities. Ultimately, Drew Barrymore's revelation is a testament to her ongoing journey of self-discovery. At a time when many in Hollywood shy away from vulnerability, she embraces it, offering fans a glimpse into her soul. By sharing how she's turning fear into acceptance, she encourages others to examine their own beliefs about death. Whether through meditation, therapy, reading philosophical texts, or simply imagining a brighter beyond, her method highlights that while we can't control death, we can control our attitude toward it.